Parm Saran is a licensed, registered nurse with nearly 30 years of experience. She specializes in mental health and is an advocate for removing the stigma around mental illness. She is a certified therapist, coach, and motivational speaker. She is a holistic nursepreneur helping thousands with her online program, Pain to Purpose. She believes in creating your own destiny and empowering yourself, helping people live life by design and not by default. She has a YouTube channel where she encourages people to choose faith over fear and speak out against bullying, stigma, abuse, and violence. Her best-selling book, Own Your Life, Create As You Go, has inspired many to live life to its fullest potential. Parm is a wife and a mother, and her everyday message, especially to women, is do it. Because your kids deserve a mother they can brag about. She believes you can change your story to change your life and inspires people to do the same. Parm's motive is to help people find their inner power and be the person they are meant to be. Please welcome a voice of change, Parm Saran, and get ready for her show, Grow Your Greatness.
Hello everyone. Good morning, good evening, Sat Shri Akal, Namaste, Adab. I hope you all are doing great wherever you are. Welcome to Grow Your Greatness. In today's episode, we are going to talk about some belief systems, especially limiting beliefs. Now, before we understand what is a limiting belief, we need to know what a belief is. So, belief is anything that we keep repeating in our head. It can be a thought, a scenario, or someone's words. Anything that we keep thinking about, or we keep hearing about, or we keep reading about, that gets stored in our subconscious mind and that eventually becomes our belief. What is a limiting belief? Limiting belief is something that is acting as an hindrance for us to live the life that we want to live or to achieve the goal that we want to achieve. It's like something that's pushing us behind or that's pulling us down from living the life that we desire or living the life that we deserve. Limiting belief means some belief that is affecting negatively our life. Now, these beliefs, how are these formed? These beliefs are formed from the early age when we are a child, specifically from the age we are born to the age of 7 years. That is the time period when we are affected mostly by our environment, by our elders, by our parents, and everything around us. And those things make us what we become when we are adults. Those beliefs from our elders become our beliefs. These beliefs can be beliefs about people, relationships, money, or health. Any limiting belief, any belief that's negative affecting any area of our life, including our finances, our relationships, our health, our career, those beliefs are limiting beliefs. They are working against us instead of working with us. For example, if when we are little, we, especially girls, if we hear from our mothers or fathers or brothers, if we hear this thing constantly that men are like this, men are like that, men never change, men are always angry. This becomes a continuous thought in our heads and we start believing it that men are always bad. Now, this simple, small belief, how it can impact our life in terms of relationships. When this girl who has heard from the childhood that men are like that, she has this belief and this belief carries on into her relationships where she can never have a good relationship. She will always be seeing men as something that she can never attach to, men as something that she can never belong to, men as something difficult. That's how these small things can make our belief system and they impact our life. Second example, if we hear from our parents or elders or we see the examples of abusive marriages, abusive relationships, violence in our homes, violence in relationships, then that becomes our belief that that's how the relationships are. That's how the relationships should be. And this person who's grown up in a violent environment, seeing an abusive relationship, it could be the relationship with parents, brother, with the anyone around in the family, they get this belief in their system that that's how all the relationships are. And these people, if they go into relationship, they always attract abusive relationship because they don't know what is normal. To them, that is normal. Or they avoid going into any relationship because they have seen people crying in the relationships. They have seen people getting beaten up in the relationships. They have seen people getting abused in the relationships. So they have this belief in their mind that relationships aren't good. You shouldn't be in a relationship. Now, third belief about money. When we hear from our elders or from the household around us, when we hear negative things about money or about rich people, we make that belief in our subconscious mind. For example, if you have always been told that money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are always stuck up, or if that person is rich, they must have done something wrong. You can't have that much money by working hard. You can't have that much money by just doing a job. So these kinds of things, when you hear constantly in your household, you make this belief system that either to earn money, you have to do something illogical, illegal, or you shouldn't have enough money because rich people aren't good people. Or you make this belief, as money doesn't grow on trees, that you always have to hustle and work hard in order to have enough money. That's how these things affect our beliefs, our belief system. And these beliefs, which are negative in nature, they start affecting our life negatively. Now, this person is never going to believe that they can have enough money, or they can never believe that money is good, or they can never believe that even if they don't work 2 jobs, they still can have enough money. Their relationship with money gets distorted, and these people always suffer from poverty. This is how strong these things are, these things that we hear, we read, we listen in our childhood and while we are growing up. Anything that is affecting us negatively, affecting our subconscious mind, that we are bringing into our life as behaviors, as habits, those behaviors and habits, if they are hindering in our growth, if those habits and behavior are helping us to stay back instead of going forward, to have a not growth mindset, but instead of stagnant mindset, those beliefs, those habits, those thoughts, those behaviors are called limiting. They limit us. They don't allow us to fully enjoy our life. They let us live a life by default and not by design. Now, in order to live the life of your dreams, live the life on your own terms, and live the life by your desire, by your dreams, and not by default, you have to get rid of those limiting beliefs. There are many methods that we can use to release these limiting beliefs from our subconscious level, from our subconscious mind. We will talk about the methods how we can remove these limiting beliefs in our next episodes. I'll talk about limiting beliefs one by one about people, relationships, health, money. We will talk about one in each episode from next episodes. Until then, I wish you all the best and keep smiling.